getting that good start. The smoke comes over the top. That's towards kitchen window. And Gambit, they're going to pile drive this open bomb site off the back of it. It's Shiro to find the first frag of this semi-final. And now K23, hands tied. How do they get back into this one? The answer might be that they don't. They're getting shut out quite literally at the door by Shiro. And this pistol looking oh so decisive. Gambit, they've woken up today. What a scary pistol as they seem to be dropping absolutely nobody. Neelan not long for this world either, as Axel is going to messily finish him off. 1-0 Gambit.
This one viable, but they certainly haven't got all of that util that they'd be really looking for on a CT side here on Mirage, and aggression from Keoz to try and make up for it doesn't work.
He goes by the wayside when we're talking about Shiro, talking about Hobbit, sometimes Axel. Just like Inter doesn't get mentioned, and there's no reason for that. Axel, quick headshot, B-bomb site cracked open, maybe firepower superiority from Gambit in the first three. Is this
every single round has been almost flawless.
Attendance of Blast, of DreamHack. Remember, Gambit have been there too, but they've been winning the whole bloody tournament, M&J. It's quite a difference when you put it into that caliber context, who they've been beating. Some of the best teams in the world at the IEM events. Those biggest events that would usually be in arenas this year online all week. When you look back at the history books, Josh, it's basically just a sea of red with Gambit's logo taking up the entire graphic. A 2 versus 2 on this A-bomb site. Axel holding it down and Kado taking significant damage. The AK whiffs, gives up the angle for Inters to take the initial fight, for the cross to come through against Neelan. He knows where they're coming from, but cannot connect anything. Kado's rotated around in the meantime, spots out some shoulders, but they're aware. Cannot plant this bomb, but there's plenty of time on the clock. Kado rotating towards Connector, wanting to isolate this angle once more as that C4 goes down. Axel, a mighty advantage, but gets his head plucked off.
Despite the fact that he has that HP advantage, Kado only has head taken over, and it can be so tricky.
The K23 are going to take those clutches, then so be it.
Absolutely. Gambit this time around, heavy stack towards B. They're not actually putting any presence anywhere else. They're just going to go in with A.
No. And Neelan's the first man to hold this one down. The nades are perfect. And these rifle rounds looking more and more convincing for K23. 45-second mark. He's got plenty of waiting time here. Might as well sit on the chair. Neelan's going to put him right down into it. They'll be winning those ones as well. But eating nades like that, it's deja vu back to the apartment. And it looks like K23 are finding all of these openings. Final B take. We're about to find out with Kado holding by the van. He falls back. Here's the angle. There's a 100 HP player taken down. We know that Hobbit's got the AWP. Shiro was previously eliminated. And here come those openings. Despite the low HP, they sent Inters in first. And he's found 2 kills already. Here comes the slalom of CTs. From short, from kitchen. And with the AWP just holding up the line, that flash isn't going to do anything and allows Mo to actually take a more aggressive position. It might have actually landed right in Hobbit's face. So with the jump peak coming through, there's no AWP to contend with on this angle, and Mo wins the fight. There's the AK-47 for the other two. K23 have done it again in the clutch.
This is unbelievable.
Flashes through. And there goes Pete. Lovely flashbang. Kado finds 2, and Axel only able to trade it out a little too late. They haven't taken any damage on the final 3, so with this short control taken, and Neelan in the angle, the captain is going to find another headshot, baiting Gambit down into the crossfire, and I don't think there's an exit policy here for Hobbit and Shiro, the 2 main men that we talk about for this Gambit roster. Can the captain come in clutch? No, he can't. It's Mo with a frag, Shiro stuck inside the apartments, and in dire need of some headshots. It's not going to happen. K23 putting up, honestly, more rounds in this first half than many would have predicted that they would have taken during this first map. The CT side actually looking sturdy, and this is where they have to amass this scoreline. Gambit, they've picked their 2 sides. K23 looking to punish that factor, and look at this configuration. Norba with 2, Neelan as well converting. So I'm pretty sure, didn't the Prime Minister of Kazakhstan even write to them or go and visit them and everything? I think that they are pretty much like money for the rest of this half. And it's all down to Kios. He'll be the man to try and open this one. Tight angle. This should be a fast frag for Gambit. You see them sneaking through. He has the advantage. Kios finds it anyway. Backtracks to this B bomb site. There goes the incendiary grenade. He's got so many angles to watch. Fast flick for the second. He's done just about enough on this defense before the rotate comes in. Bomb to rotate through, but Kado finds another one, and now Gambit denied it before. Inter has to come in with a masterclass. He does with the Galil. That evens up the numbers, but the HP far from similar. It's just him now on 11, and those incendiary grenades, brutal on the B bomb site, times him out. He's got nothing on the clock to get this one done with. That bomb has gone awry.
It's scary. And Gambit, they want to go for this A hit.
At that utility damage. Gambit with the top 5 utility damage actually in the world. It's not getting anything done on this T side though, as they get absolutely brutalized inside the ramp. Shiro, 2 shots, and these are the rounds that he makes possible. Magic hands for the Russian sniper. He's got the Desert Eagle ready and waiting, and so close to connecting that one. Out in the open, Kios needs to find a shot, and Shiro nails it. Lovely one.
There's definitely still a chance that he could get all the way in time. Of course, he's got a kit in hand. Plenty of time, but...
And I'd love to see Kado throw it, and instead it's the smoke to drop. Shiro right through it. It's just going to get the spray down. He's
had a lot of success with it previously. Let's see if that's different this time round as they burst in.
Neelan's going to be the second man on this angle. Needs to take the swing, and Gambit going to burst right through. Still an acceptable half on the cards, M&J.
It absolutely is, yeah. This is still a really good half for K23. Yeah, this could have been 9-6, maybe even more. Now very much shaping up like it's going to go 8-7. We'll have to wait and see.
Well, remember, Navi, I think that they've had most of their success with him on the sniper. Maybe Shiro would be a change of pace from that. And then can you actually apply that pressure at the tier 1 level? That's the big question as well. Mid control, Kios finds it. That levels up the numbers with the incendiary for middle.
It's a fantastic start. Levels out those numbers once again, as you say. 2 AWPs still in play, though, and Mo, he's getting toasty toes. Needs to fall away, and he can't do so. Gets through murder hole, but oh, you're oh so slow when you're going through that one.
Out an acceptable T-side. Kado, Kios, the Ks, the double K. You have to eat your breakfast in the morning. Maybe the special K. We'll see. 20 seconds to get the bomb down. It absolutely will, and I'm sure that Axel has this shot. He has. K23, they need it. Otherwise, we know how good Gambit CT side can be. They want to close it out on this half. Axel, great angle, will spot out Neelan, and this is a complete bulldozer of a pistol round. They seem to know where K's playing from as well, and they certainly have the spot now. You see everybody from Gambit responsive, and even with that first kill, he should be dead to rights here with a double peek towards the connector. A brutal angle. Shiro doesn't... They have to contend with Shiro first inside the window room. He's watching down Neelan's angle, and the captain surely not long for this world. The incendiary grenade is flawless. And somehow K23 played it evenly, and again on A. Kado, lovely headshot. Now to contend with Axel. This is a bit of a bonus for Gambit, remember. So around that K23 should be winning. Bomb goes away. There's the utility to play, and allows them to creep ever so closer. This shot from Inters might be the key one to push them over the round, but he doesn't want to take the face for a second time. Instead, let the UMP take the fight. He is sat in connector right now, and as this smoke grenade dissipates, who's going to get the upper hand? It will be Kado. Napoli doesn't expect it whatsoever, and now the double set piece from the CT spawn needs to challenge Mo. Remember that bomb. It's planted in the open M&J, so with Kado finding anything, this is the spot that he loves to play. There is a smoke grenade to get this one done, but no kit. It's retrievable off the floor. Kado does find into the B bomb site. Luckily, shouldn't be a threat with Neelan watching down the flanks. He's inside the window room, and Nafni seems to be hyper aware of it. He's just letting Shiro hit the shots elsewhere. We know how good he is. We've seen it already in the form 1 versus 4. And it doesn't look like K23 are checking their corners. This is dangerous. Initial rifle round for Gambit looks convincing with the AWP holding up the line. Yes, Kado's in connector. They are watching it flawlessly, and that will be all 5 skiving.
Realizes it, he's going to fall right away, not take any chances sticking around. Instead, leave the responsibilities to his teammates, and there's Axel to open things up.
To work with. Short and connector, that's map control that Gambit have conceded to bait them into the crossfires, and that's exactly why. Hobbit ready and waiting, even just with the UMP, and that is the finisher. 12 Gambits.
Flawless anti-ecos where those pistols just not able to get anything done. Shiro this time around, pop shot through the smoke, not going to connect. Mo gets one of the
tournament. Maybe have the pro there who's going to go out in group stages. But 3 or 4 elite teams here who can actually take championship. VP, Na'Vi, Gambit. And they actually have a beautiful configuration to go for this retake despite being a player down. Nafny in the back line, Mo perfect timing. And there is a second to contend with. Axel's already whiffed his position. So with a Molotov as well to force him away, he throws an incendiary of his own and wants to go straight on through. You see him flirting with the idea of the smoke grenade. This now becomes all about damage. If this retake looks impossible, K23 will be upon double digits.
That is a shame. The flank was absolutely perfect, and you do just wonder. I mean, I say you wonder. You kind of... There is an answer for it. These players are so hyper-aware, and they're so aware of...
Basically accurate to the millisecond.
Absolutely. Oh, I like this aggression.
Oh, lovely mid control. It does get traded.
But all of that commotion towards mid, it's got Inters in a fantastic position.
And you see that Neelan checks for it. It's just not too speedy. That allows Inters to find both of them and all 3 to shut it down. As soon as you spot out 3 or 4 players towards mid, you know that there's likely not a player inside Palace, nobody in the apartments, and Axel seems to be hitting all of these shots as well. Another headshot. Kio's going to hit the deck, and this tertiary peak doesn't even have legs to go through for the face. It's Mo to fall. And Kado towards this B-bomb site should be the next to crumble here. Got so many angles to check, and Inters with a reactionary play for both of them.
To do so against just these rifles, lacking utility here for the K23 side. And Nafany getting aggressive and underpass. This could certainly find him one. In the meantime, Hobbit does the same.
I can't even say that this is a surprising result. It's not in the slightest. Gambit doing exactly what the script said. And here's Hobbit to try and end this opening map. Gambit's pick going exactly to plan, just what the doctor ordered.